Joining us now is Zhanna Babchuk. She's the CEO and founder. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So tell us a little bit about you guys and how is it different than like some of your competitors like Rent the Runway or something?
Yeah, so basically we operate as a multi-vendor platform. We currently are the only company that targets small to medium-sized businesses, and basically we help them to join the popular sharing economy. Currently, basically what's going on, more and more women are looking, more women prefer renting dresses over buying. It simply doesn't make sense to buy a $1,000 gown that you're probably just gonna wear once and then it's just gonna take space in your closet, right? Plus the dry cleaning and all the fun stuff that comes with it. And yeah, that's why renting clothes makes so much more sense. And what happens with these retailers, now that Rent the Runway took such a large chunk of the market, their profits double down. So they are interested in trying new ways of, using their inventory.
Well, this one right here is beautiful. I love this dress.
Yeah, so this is an example of what people can find on the website, right? So what is she wearing right now?
She's wearing Shell K, which retails for about $230, and you can rent it for $30 on Poshare. Actually, I'm wearing a rental as well.
Okay.
This is Balmain, and
I knew that just from the top. I knew that. Gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, so this dress usually retails about $850, and you can rent it for about $100.
Okay, you said girls want to be renting stuff more than buying these days. Is this due to like social media culture where now a photo is really all, that moment is the most important thing that matters?
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. Social media definitely plays a big role in it. And, every time you go out, we want to take pictures that we later share on Instagram and Facebook, and you simply cannot appear wearing the same 5 dresses everywhere.
You can't. It's
But
true.
I almost wonder if this has to play into our minimalist culture now, that we like to have like more things that we don't have to have in storage and stocked up all the time, that we can just constantly get new things in and not have to have this giant closet all the time.
Especially here in New York. There's no room for that. So how big is your inventory? How many dresses do you have available, and where can people access them? Is it just East Coast right now, or are you able to ship them nationwide?
Yeah, so currently we have a bit over 6,000 fashion pieces on Poshare.com, but we really are adding dresses every day. The first 2 vendors that we partnered with were wholesalers, and they had 12,000 dresses just between them two. So our vendors are located across the United States. Although majority of them are on the East Coast, we have people in Miami, we have people in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Chicago, Houston. We're looking to expand on the West Coast. Another thing with Poshare that's nice is people can shop locally. So for example, you can see what vendors are near you in New York or in Houston, and you'll get the dress overnighted to you at no additional cost.
Which is really easy.
Yeah.
So you mentioned this particular one is about $100. So what's usually the price range on a lot of dresses? Do you have ones that are about $100? Is that usually about the average?
Or is it like a percentage of the total cost the dress would be?
Yes, which would mean it might be way more expensive than $100.
Yeah, well, generally dresses the rental would cost about 10%, 10-15% from the retail price. Cocktail dresses start as low as $25.
Wow.
Gowns start as low as $50 and go up, depending on the designer, on the brand, because we carry Chanel and Zuhair Murad and self-portrait, which is very popular these days.
Yeah, especially in New York. Okay, so a lot of e-com are doing this trends where they're going from e-com and then they're going to brick and mortar, cue Amazon, Revolve, even Rent the Runway. So do you ever have plans to expand and do a brick and mortar style shop?
Actually, the thing is, we do work with stores that are already brick and mortar, mostly, so people can actually walk in and pick up their dresses.
Okay.
Yeah, so not all our vendors have brick and mortar presence, but majority of them do. So
Amazing.
They can try on their dresses before.
So starting next month, at the start of the month, you guys are going to start a bridal part of this business. And some of your bridal dresses are going to start as low as $30.
Yeah.
why are you guys getting into the bridal business, and what's the sell to brides that want to just rent a dress instead of having one for the rest of their life?
Yeah, so truth is we are opening the section that's called Bridal Suites. We don't have as many of bridal gowns, but we notice that, well, we've been in business for just about a year. We launched in February 2016, and we noticed that almost 30% of all our orders are going to either wedding guests or bridesmaids. We were so popular with bridesmaids. So now we are looking to partner with a few retailers and offer brides an option to pre-book their bridesmaid dresses for rent or for purchase in advance, as early as 4 months or 12 months before the wedding.
This is such a huge industry, and I think this is going to be great for you because there's nothing more annoying than having to go out and get this long gown that you're going to wear once or twice. If you repeat it, Reformation, someone that's kind of crushing this industry when it comes to bridesmaids dresses. So I do think there's a huge untapped market for this.
I totally agree, and I've had friends that have spent tons of money on designer dresses, and then girls will find it on social media and want to rent it, and so then they end up renting their dress anyway down the road. And so you're already just ahead of the curve already on this.
Thank you. Yeah, we have big hopes for this. We think it's going to work pretty well.
So you said you also have accessories too, right? Can you just break down some of the items besides these gorgeous dresses and the Soon Bridal Shop? What else is available on the site?
Yeah, so we have such accessories like necklaces, bracelets, earrings, but my personal favorite is headpieces. We actually partnered up with a few local artisans in New York, and one of our vendors is just so talented. She's been dressing up Dolce & Gabbana runway in her headpieces, and so she makes derby hats and just all kinds of Gatsby feathers.
And those are things you definitely want to rent.
Exactly.
Because they're a one-time kind of thing usually. Is there going to ever be like an option to buy? I know sometimes if you love something, there's an option where you can buy it and just keep it.
Yeah. So we do have rent to buy option. We also have certain pieces just available for sale as well. Like brand new with tags, unused. So it really depends on the dress.
Awesome.
Wow, Zhanna, you guys, it looks beautiful. Thank you guys so much for
You
trudging through the cold to come all the way over here and hang out with us in these beautiful dresses.
We shall be renting fur coats soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.